Hello and welcome to the Critically Curious. I'm a Monk, and today we are in Age of Wonders 4 and we are continuing our Let's Play series. This here is episode 4, guys. So yeah, we're just going to jump straight back in it from where we left off. And of course, if you do want to see more Age of Wonders 4 content, then this is the channel for you. We are covering it extensively on the channel. We have over 20 videos for you guys to have a little look-see into. And of course, if you are stuck on anything within this game, let us know down in the comments, or better yet, join the Discord. The link is down in the description. Now, so far this playthrough has been relatively smooth. We've gone to war probably a little bit sooner than I wanted. We are playing against very hard enemies. We have 2 superpowers within our map. And so yeah, we are trying to develop as quickly as possible. And as you just saw there, I am making another city. That will bring us over our city cap, so extending our city cap is something we do actually need to do. You do get quite a big debuff if you end up going over your city cap, so making sure to extend it, perfectly good idea. Now, Amplified Minds is brilliant. I love Amplified Minds. I've already spoken about it on the channel already, and I'm going to be using it right now because I want that extra 20 knowledge that it's going to give me. It's one of the main reasons I like going down the astral route, just for that one tome, that one spell that gives us this spell, because 20 knowledge every single turn for, you know, a click of the mouse is, well, click of the A button for my Xbox controller is pretty awesome. Now, Darth Nihilus is being a little bit of a pain. He is definitely encroaching upon my land. I don't like it. Eventually, we're going to have to go to war with him. I'm hoping that it's not going to be within this episode. We are 100% not ready to go to war with him at all. We have got rather buddy-buddy with his enemy, however, and I think he's trying to orchestrate, you know, all of us lackeys together to kind of go to war against Darth Nihilus. I'm not falling for it, though. We're going to try and hold off on that war as long as possible. We've got to build up some defenses. I have been focusing on trying to put down, you know, my cities and carving out an area of the map for myself. This is a very, very busy map. There are quite a few of us knocking around. There's quite a few vassals as well, so trying to carve out a bit of the map for myself is proving a little bit tricksy. Hopefully we can actually lock in this area we're creating. I think 4 cities should be enough. We have our main city and then 3 cities around our main city. So that's the general idea anyway. Hopefully we can build them up and make them strong enough to be able to actually start forming a half decent army. I need to start plowing through these tomes as well and get in the more powerful troops, because I've been looking at Darth Nihilus' troops and he's already got a lot of tier 3 troops. We're pretty much mostly rocking tier 1 troops. That's problematic, so we do need those bigger and better troops rather soon. Purification is a pretty good thing to pick up. It's actually one of the reasons I even popped on this affinity, because it helps us gain extra relation with the 3 cities around the area, which is what we want. We want as many vassals as we can get. Should probably get more Whispering Stones, to be fair, but we're going to hold off on that for now. Enemy's turn. Let's see what they do. I did notice they are taking over one of my cities right now. hopefully I can bring some troops down to defend. We'll have to have a look to see if that is going to be able to work or not. Never mind, it looks like they have run away. That's kind of good for us. I've got no idea why they ran. It does show you that I am going to need to build a few more troops, so because we are at war, and being at war means you're going to need a good standing army. I believe their main base is actually underground. At the moment, we don't have a foothold underground, but that's something that I would like to see if we can do in this episode, or at least look to do. Army of Godric. That is Godric's shield bearer, and he is the other superpower within this map right now. Necromancy. I think necromancy could be a good go. We get another 2 affinity points in shadow picking necromancy as well. And of course, we get to research necromancers, which is a tier 4 troop, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Bigger and better and badder troops. I think the best thing about necromancy is the fact that you get to raise the undead. You get to use souls in order to make units as well. If you collect enough souls, that can be really bloody useful. Eventually unlocking reapers, a very, very powerful unit, mythical unit, I believe. Houndmasters would be good. I quite like the Houndmasters because they count as 2 troops. Obviously, they do summon that Hound as well as being a ranged unit themselves. So they've got a little bit more of an edge when it comes to being able to attack or defend, which I quite like. A whole army of Houndmasters is pretty cool, actually. Unfortunately, I can't make the most of Amplified Minds anymore, so we'll do Frost Weapons. I'd quite like to make my race undead, actually. I think that could be quite cool. We are going for, you know, those kind of cryo undead army. So yeah, having them to be undead could work very, very well. It can be kind of hard sometimes to get access to the right race transformations though. Darth Nihilus just walking all over my land. The guy is a git. Absolutely asking for war, if you ask me. But we're not there yet. Picking a fight would be a bad idea. Ooh. Get another mission spawned. I quite like those little missions. Some of them are very, very easy to do. Some of them you just happen to do as you're playing through the game. So the rewards are usually pretty good. May not be amazing, but they do work. So I think, yeah, we have a little battle up here. So if we start moving our troops north, maybe we can get that battle over and done with. And actually put our army to use. It looks like Darth Nihilus is chasing away the troops that were around the city to the south. So that's kind of helpful. Although he's a bit of a git and kind of annoying. He is actually helping us for now. Let's get some walls up in this city. That way people can't just straight own it. And of course we're going to go for another Houndmaster. So that's 2 things training up now. It's a shame it takes 7 turns for those walls. But it's worth having. We have met another free city. We are actually at war with this free city. They are not happy bunnies. And that must be where their capital is. That's very interesting. We definitely need stronger troops. Look at us running nothing but tier 1s. Not cool, not cool. Let's have them head up though. Actually put them to use. Need to get myself an extra hero at some point, but at the moment we've got too many things we need to spend our money on, which is a major reason why we need to make sure that we are choosing those money options when developing our cities. Can never have too much money in this game. Extra whispering stone. Tempted. Kind of need to save up my Imperium though. Saying that, magical units. So we just got a 20% less charge from having magical units, which should help us in long term. The sooner we get that, the better. And he wants me to call for a declaration of rivalry against Darth Nihilus. That's not going to happen, and Darth Nihilus has officially gone to war with my enemy as well. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or my enemy. I think for now he's my enemy, but we're going to let him just do whatever the hell he wants to do. Let me know down in the comments if anyone knows what movie that quote is from as well. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, or my enemy. Absolutely love that movie. Not enough people talk about it. It is legendary. He's moving his troops down. I really don't like that he has a city on the border of like 2 of my cities. Like right next to my capital as well. Really so annoying. Necromancer. Very cool, very cool. Chain Lightning is the highest tome that we can research there. The highest level tome at least. Anything for production is a good idea. The vendor would be a good idea. We did mention about wanting more gold. See, the market is available then as well. Did you see all those grievances myself and Darth Nihilus have against each other? There's a war pending there. Like, it would cost me probably 400 or 500 coins just to get rid of all those grievances against Darth Nihilus on his side. Actually fill out the army of my leader. He has a few good troops on him, but he only has 1 tier 3 troop. We do need to look to improve that. Hopefully we're going to get a few more tomes down the line. But yeah, there we go. All of our Howlmasters are finally finished. And they are now officially defending our cities. Them themselves aren't going to do anything. But I do like to have a troop. Oh, Providence claim impact. That's interesting. It's not bringing up the information for what we can do and what it actually means. But I believe it means that we can settle on, areas without causing grievances. Both rulers are allowed to build. Okie dokie. It's kind of cool that we are actually managing to build up some kind of relation with that guy. He is one of the superpowers on the map after all. I don't know how long we're going to be friends with him, because I can see myself turning against him a little bit later. We are evil after all, very evil in fact. So it's in our nature to betray. I do kind of like the little area that we've managed to grab up. I kind of wish our city to the south was a little bit bigger. It is a little bit annoying that we're so diddy, but little outpost city is what it is. Hopefully it can give us what we need in the end. More gold, more knowledge, more mana. In that order, actually, preference-wise. Getting some good relations with those guys. Just need to keep that going. It's going to take a while, but we have to be patient with our vassals, or with our potential vassals. Let's have a look in here. Well, hello there. We are already at war with them. I don't see any troops, or at least it looks okay at the moment. I wonder if we can actually do a little bit of a cheeky attack on them, get ourselves a fifth city, and also, more importantly, grab up a city in the underground. Perhaps we've got a little bit more room to expand down there. Plus, we're already at war with somebody who has their base underground, so I'd be happy with that. Or even vassal them. We don't have a lot of Imperium at the moment, so potentially go to war, kill the city, but vassalize them. And in doing so, gaining ourselves an extra powerful vassal, and of course getting some much needed gold and knowledge from them in the process. Because like I said, we don't have the Imperium at the moment. We have to wait a few turns. I think it costs 200 to 300 Imperium to straight up take it over. And more vassals is definitely not a bad thing. Level 1 layer down there. Got a hero with a good old level in him. I did actually do a video about how to spec out your heroes on what little perks and skill lines to actually look for. Amplify Minds. Oh look, a city that we haven't used it on. Really need to save that Imperium, unfortunately. I haven't seen too much of Darth Treya within this playthrough so far. It's a fun little build, Darth Treya's build. I did enjoy it, actually. Fun little playthrough. I do prefer my evil characters to my good characters. And what's actually quite funny is I actually built Godric the Shield Bearer. I built him to be a good playthrough, but every single time I play a map with him in it, he tends to be the bit of a git and wanting the wars and all that jazz. I find that quite interesting. That was not the way he was intended to be built. Day 39. Another little mission grab there. Okay, so we are in and ready. Oh, there is actually a troop down here. Not particularly strong. We should be able to outpower them. Spend a bit of mana to kind of deal with some of their defenses. And they have a free option as well. So we don't have a huge amount of gold. Do need to kind of look after our gold as we do got lots to do. Let's bring our boss down. He can certainly help us out down there. He is the stronger guy after all. He's got 750 power on his own. He is my muscle. Not very much of it, but he is the muscle. Chain lightning has been learnt. Not great options there for us to choose from. Could have possibly spun it. We got enough mana. I just forget to do that. Ooh, the Wizard Towers Crypts. Good option. We do get extra 5 Imperium per turn once that is done. Tavern is something I should probably be building as well. A little bit more defense. I think that's a good call. Especially as we're looking to probably go to war against Darth Nihilus. He's so close to us. I think a little bit extra defense is a good idea. Sometimes you can have so much reinforcements that the enemy just won't attack you. They can't attack you. So that is a good idea. Obviously, you do need a lot of production in order to get that defense, but another reason why I love my quarries. Battlefield looting is very good. The more people you kill, the more money you actually make for yourself. I do enjoy that one. But again, we do need to hold on to our Imperium at the moment. Although we are about to have a fight, that battlefield looting could be very useful. Oh, he attacked us. That's very interesting. It looks like an easy win for us. It was an easy win. In fact, we got a couple of levels on our heroes as well. We didn't even lose a single troop. I'm not really sure what they were thinking there. Let's bring our leader up into the siege. We have 3 turns until the official attack. Blaze of the Horde is done. Restore the undead. Probably the better option there, especially if we plan to go undead. Some main leader. Need to start leveling him a little bit quicker. Shadow is a good way to go for leveling up your hero, though. And another level for us. What to pick, what to pick. Spellcraft is a good idea. We are wielding a bit of magic, so we like that option. Give us a little bit more potent spells. Darth Nihilus is always trespassing. It's so annoying. The Git. What a waste of space. Okie dokie. So the walls have finally been built. A library would be cool though. We do get some more knowledge from that. But I kind of want this production as well. It's hard to choose sometimes, but we also need more knowledge. So get it over and done with, and then we can maybe concentrate on production afterwards. Now, I know that we haven't actually been concentrating too much on expansion and our population and food within our cities. It's an absolutely great call to increase your population as soon as possible. And usually I would actually be using my Imperium to do that. But we've just had a few extra concerns within this playthrough because we have been going to war like immediately. And usually I would try to have a little bit more of downtime. But because we are so aggressive within this playthrough, like constantly fighting someone, looking for a new target, that kind of thing, we've had to prioritize a few other things. Restore the Undead is sorted, and with that we have got ourselves another tome as well. Tome of Summoning, Teleportation. Going more astral isn't a bad call. Ooh, the Tome of the Great Transformation. I like it. We're going to do that.
Once you have felt the power of necromancy, you begin to grasp a greater truth.
And there we go. We have got our major race transformation. It is going to take us 6 turns in order to actually unlock it. But this will actually turn our race as we know it into the undead. That's kind of cool. I like that. And that was our goal at the beginning of the episode as well. So, you know, we're on the right track. Well, we absolutely do need that tavern, to be fair, because we are beginning to be a little bit unstable, and so we do need to start countering that. The more unstable you get, the worse debuffs your cities end up grabbing. Stolen Power, again, a very, very good perk here in the Shadow Affinity. Basically means we get 200 mana and, more importantly, 200 knowledge for taking a city. Which currently is more than we actually earn per turn, so it's an extra turn. Still moving all of his troops down. He is still obviously at war with that faction and hasn't managed to solve the problem yet. Kind of interesting. I wonder if he will eliminate her from the map before we attack one of her cities, as we do know where one of them are. Possibly their last one? I haven't seen them too much around recently. Don't see the point in those huts. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but for now, the quarries are more important. Marketplace. More moolah. Not doing too bad with money, to be fair. Summon irregulars. I quite like that spell. Godric has 18 affinity points in order. That's kind of crazy. The guy must be hammering that skill path. It looks like we actually get to attack now too. This is a safe battle. We massively overpower them, which is cool. We did get a victory. We lost 2 units, not a huge loss. And we got a crap load of knowledge there, and we can vassalize them. Yeah, we don't have enough Imperium to migrate, unfortunately, but we can vassalize them. It would take 3 turns. We don't have to increase our city cap because we are already full. So I'll take that. Of course, being, having them as our vassal will mean we will earn extra gold and extra knowledge from them, which for us is going to be really, really important. But guys, I'm going to end this episode on that. I'm quite happy with what we've managed to accomplish here. Again, we will be releasing weekly episodes. If you have watched to the very end, thank you very much for joining us, guys. And until next time, I've been a monk, we've been a critique Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.